Jermaine Edmonds. He's been one of his team's best defenders all season with 11 sacks so far this year. It's the Browns and the Ravens next on EA Sports.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time, he had a guy who was about 40 points a game, and he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
On 2nd and 7, Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Conway to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. In these rain conditions, the play after's been good, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. The Browns at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. Watson. And here he's got Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. And sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decision's just...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant from 10 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Huntley. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Cook following the penalty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. To throw, Huntley. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
3rd and 2, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, it's Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from 8 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they'd won a few in the years following.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record, and we're third in the NFL.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet. 6.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll start out here with the option left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Unlock line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alert! Hey!
Back to throw. Huntley. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throwing on first down. Huntley.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left. And that will keep our score right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, nice move.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Operating from the gun. Huntley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Huntley.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now here's the option play going left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Chubb. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The 71 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sides?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. from the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On first down, Huntley got an open man. It's QT. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
To throw on second down. Huntley, he'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Huntley's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Tucker with the extra point as they get the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Huntley to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Taken from about the 12. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing after the interception. Huntley throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw. Huntley. This is caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held